Hi everyone, my name is King IV and this is Introduction to Audit Command Language. This is the final lesson of a series of 8 lessons. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch the first 7 lessons, highly recommended because I'm gonna be starting off where we left off in the 7th lesson, and it's gonna make a lot more sense if we go from there. So in this lesson, we're going to be covering sampling. Sampling's really important, especially if you're an auditor, because you do need to perform random sampling or sample from an entire population because you can't go and test everything. So it's going to allow you to pick a more random sample. There's no such thing as true random, but allows you to pick a more random sample. So I'm going to show you essentially 4 ways to random sampling using 2 different methods. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to open up employee May and go to sample. And I'm going to walk you through the 2 most common ones and the 2 types. So this is the fixed interval, which basically means sample within a fixed interval, whatever interval that you want. Where do you want to start? What's the cutoff, which is basically where do you want to cut off and say that's my last sample, and I'm going to auto select that. Versus random sampling, which is basically give me the size of the sample, the sample size that you ultimately want. What the seed is, again, like where do you want to start, and what's the population. So what you'll see here is basically opposite approaches to sampling. And then you can either sample on MUS or on record. So what MUS is monetary unit sampling, which is basically you're sampling based off of a dollar value interval, while record sampling is essentially you're sampling based purely off the records. So let's just get started and let's just do random record, and I want my size to be 15, and you'll see here it's selected a population of 201, and I'm just going to call this let's just call this employee May rand 15, and you'll see there pretty straightforward. And if we go back to the employee May and we go select sample, and let's select MUS, and let's do an interval. Let's do an interval of $100,000. Let's leave these blank and just call this. Oh no, let's make it 50,000 actually. And we're gonna call this employee May fixed 50K. And there you go. So how do we know that this is picking correctly? So we know it does it based off interval. So if we highlight this column and go to analyze total, you'll see it's 1 million. So 1 million divided by 50,000 is approximately 20 samples. There you go. So that's how you perform sampling. Really straightforward, but super useful. You definitely want to take consideration different opportunities to select random amounts, or you can base off your interval. Instead of being a fixed dollar amount, you can be based off of materiality or percentage of sales, etc. So I'll leave it there, and I look forward to speaking to you when we do the customized ACL workshops, and those will come out shortly. Thank you.